Hello. And so for today's lesson, we are talking about self-compassion. Self-compassion, it's something that has eluded a lot of us in our lives. It's something that we tend to forget about because it's so easy for us to care for everyone else around ourselves. And especially when we are put in the caregiving role, that we put ourselves on the back burner. And not only that, but we start to be really hard on ourselves at the same time. I mean, some of us, we're hard on ourselves throughout our lives all the time, right? Where you're just like, oh, I'm so stupid. Why did I think that was going to work? Or whatever the case may be, if you've ever done anything like that. And it just becomes a part of your normal rapport with yourself. You're not even really thinking that you calling yourself stupid would really have a negative effect because you're just so programmed, but it always does. And this really starts to show when you're put into a position where you are caring for someone else. Because when you're caring for someone else, you don't have all the time, the luxury to really think about your needs. You know, the other day I had the wife of one of my cancer patients. She said that she had packed her husband's medications to make sure that he had enough medications for this trip that they were going on. And she even packed him 2 days extra of his medications. And she had all of his stuff packed. And then as soon as they get to where they're going, she realizes that she forgot to pack her medication, her hypertension medication and her diabetes medication. And so she went the whole weekend without her medication. And this is just an example of what happens when we're put in a caregiving role, where just the normal things that we normally think about when we have the space, when we don't show ourselves self-compassion, those normal things that we think that we were doing for ourselves, like remembering to take our medication, remembering to eat a balanced meal, those things go right out the window. Because if you're not connected to yourself, how could you be connected to yourself when you're caring for someone else? You will be the first thing to go. So I just want to express the importance of caring for yourself, getting in touch with the things that you need. Number one, just to function, like sleep and good food. And number two, like maybe moving your body if that calls to you. And number three, making sure that you are being gentle with yourself, being kind to yourself, being forgiving to yourself. That if something that would normally elicit the trigger of I'm so stupid happen, the trigger instead would be, oh, that's okay. I'm just learning, or I tried. And that's enough to start to allow yourself give yourself that compassion. And when you have that sense of compassion coming back fully in you, you will always make sure that your needs are taken care of first. You always make sure that you have everything that you need so that you can care for someone else in this capacity that takes a lot of energy, a lot of time. The way that you can do this in the best way that you know how is by finding out what you need first. So I really hope that this short video just sends a little seed, plants a little seed into how you can start to bring out that self-compassion in yourself. Because that's really how we heal. And that's really how we can be there for others. I hope you're having a beautiful day.